In the heart of a bustling Indian home, where the aroma of spices perpetually lingered and laughter often echoed, there stood an old ornate wooden chair. It was grandmother's chair, a silent sentinel in the living room, always empty, always waiting. Grandmother, with her silver hair neatly braided and her eyes twinkling with ancient wisdom, would often sit there. She'd regale Anya and Rishi with tales of old stories of gods and demons, of brave warriors and clever maidens, of festivals and family. Anya, with her youthful energy, often found grandmother's stories long and her advice repetitive. "Grandma, not another one!" She'd sometimes sigh, eager to rush off to her friends or her phone. Rishi, a budding artist, was usually more patient. He'd sketch quietly in a corner, occasionally glancing up, but often his mind was on his own creative pursuits, not on the nuances of grandmother's words. The chair remained a fixture, a backdrop to their vibrant modern lives. Its emptiness when grandmother wasn't in it was merely a space, not a presence. Diwali would arrive with its dazzling lights and sweet treats. Grandmother would be in her chair, meticulously arranging diyas, her hands trembling slightly, her voice gentle as she instructed them on the proper placement. Holly brought a riot of colors and boisterous celebrations. Grandmother, despite her age, would insist on a small dot of color on her cheek, a faint smile on her lips as she watched the young ones revel. Idi meant special delicacies and heartfelt prayers. Grandmother would sit in her chair, offering blessings, her eyes closed in peaceful contemplation, her presence a calming anchor in the joyous chaos. Christmas would see a tiny sparkling tree near her chair, and grandmother would hum old carols, her voice a soft, almost forgotten melody. The years turned like the pages of an old book. Anya grew into a confident young woman, Rishi into a talented artist. Grandmother, though frail, remained a constant. Then, one quiet morning, the chair was truly empty. Not just temporarily, but profoundly. Grandmother had passed on, leaving behind a silence that was louder than any sound. The first festival without her was Diwali. Anya and Rishi went about lighting diyawas, but the usual instructions, the gentle guidance, were missing. The air felt thin. Anya found herself staring at the empty chair. A sudden ache bloomed in her chest. She remembered grandmother's trembling hands, her patient explanations. Now only the memory remained. Rishi tried to sketch, but his hands felt heavy. He thought of grandmother's stories, the ones he'd often tuned out. He wished he had listened more closely, absorbed every detail. The family gathered, but the heart of their gathering, the quiet presence in the ornate chair, was gone. The stories felt incomplete, the laughter a little hollow. Holly came, but the joy felt muted. No one insisted on the small dot of color for grandmother. The vibrant hues seemed less bright without her gentle approval. Edie arrived, and the blessings felt different. The comforting presence, the steady gaze from the chair, was absent. A void echoed where her wisdom once resided. Christmas, usually a time of cozy warmth, felt cold. The little tree near her chair seemed to sparkle less, its lights unable to fill the vast emptiness. Anya began to revisit old photographs, seeing grandmother smile, her peaceful face in her favorite chair. She remembered the warmth of her hand, the comfort of her stories, even the ones she'd dismissed. Rishi found himself sketching the empty chair over and over, trying to capture the essence of grandmother's presence, the wisdom he had taken for granted. They realized, with a heavy heart, that the chair wasn't just furniture. It was a symbol, a vessel of stories, wisdom, and boundless love. The emptiness of the chair now felt like a gaping wound, a space that no amount of festivity or family could truly fill. They began to share grandmother's stories with the younger children, trying to keep her memory alive. But it wasn't the same. The spark, the personal touch, was missing. Anya, now a young mother herself, would often tell her children about their great-grandmother, about the tales she spun, the gentle lessons she imparted. Rishi, a renowned artist, painted a series dedicated to the empty chair, each stroke a testament to his regret and his love. They learned a profound lesson: cherish your elders while they are with you. Listen to their stories, absorb their wisdom, appreciate their presence. Because one day, the chair will be empty, and the silence will scream with all the unspoken words, all the missed moments. And no amount of regret can bring back the warmth of their hand, the twinkle in their eye, the comfort of their voice. The festival still came, bringing joy and community, but for Anya and Rishi, they were forever tinged with a bittersweet remembrance. They made sure to share this lesson with everyone they met. Love fiercely, listen intently, and appreciate deeply, for time is a fleeting storyteller. The empty chair became a permanent reminder, a quiet teacher in the bustling home, whispering, "Some emptiness can never be filled." And so the legacy of grandmother lived on, not just in memories, but in a profound shift in how her family, and eventually their community, valued the precious gift of their elders.